Hey music community, what's up? It's Hannah. I feel like standing today. I'm doing a response video to a question posed by Darcy 6 Strings 9 Lives. I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below so you can check him out. He's very responsive to comments. He's a nice guy. Why not check him out? So the question posed is, if for unforeseen circumstances you had to pare your collection down to 10 albums, what would they be? So think of like your desert island discs. What would your top 10 be? This is incredibly difficult. Can I even do this? Can I? Is it possible? I'm gonna try. So there was a couple rules he had. No compilations allowed, and you can limit your live albums to just 3, but the rest have to be studio albums. So I'm gonna get started. Oh, and by the way, I have no Who albums included in this.
What? Nothing from the Who? That's so disappointing.
I know. And that's because the Who's songs and melodies are so etched in my brain. Like, I spent so many hours listening to them, you guys, that for this particular list, I'm just not including them. This is kind of what I'm feeling at the moment, so that's my reason why. Moving on to the list. All right, I'm gonna show this one first. Jimi Hendrix. I've gotta have this, you guys. My dad had this and I listened to it nonstop. You know the tracks on there. I don't have to spend much time on this, but I also love Electric Ladyland. Actually, Axis is top-notch, excellent as well. But I chose this one because I love it. Can't live without it. So, need those psych guitars, that psych sound, the solos. I mean, Jimmy was the man. So, that's my first pick. Next, we're going with my favorite female singer. A lot of these are, you guys are sick of me talking about these, but I like doing videos like this because I get to get this stuff out of me. Like, I like talking about music with you guys, so it's just fun for me. So, Juliana Hatfield, I'm showing this album. It's so hard to pick because I love her 90s albums. I love Become What You Are and Bed. These haven't been reissued to vinyl yet. Why? I hope they are in the future. But for the sake of this video, I chose Only Everything, which was recently reissued on Run Out Groove, and it's an excellent pressing. It's a double LP. If you haven't heard Juliana Hatfield before, she has a very sweet, thin, girlish voice. I've talked about her. Check out the songs, Live On Tomorrow, Dying Proof, My Darling, or Simplicity is Beautiful. Stunning, stunning album. I have to have this. I need Juliana Hatfield in my life. Next one might be a little bit of a surprise, but I chose Frank Sinatra. This is Strangers in the Night. One of the smoothest voices of all time, just very soothing, comforting. I also love Songs for Swingin' Lovers, but I just have that on CD, so I chose Strangers in the Night. I love this album, you guys. Frank Sinatra, I know he was shady. I just care about the music, so. Next, The Doors, Strange Days. Yes, my favorite Doors record. So I got this album from both Garen in Omaha and my friend Bo at Earhead 6. I recently passed one on to Jeff Kempen, which he showed yesterday. So, but I mean, I gotta have this. It has some of my favorite songs on it, such as Moonlight Drive and my favorite Doors song of all time, When the Music's Over. I've been obsessed with the Doors since I was in high school. I can't leave them out, you guys. I can't. Jim Morrison, just, I love them. Okay, moving on. I might be bending the rules a little bit with this next one. Let me know if I am, but Big Star. This is a 2-in-1 CD of their album's #1 record in Radio City. I probably am bending the rules on this. My bad. But when I think of a compilation, I think it's like a best of or a greatest hits. This is like 2-in-1. Can't I include it? Like, I've had this forever too. Like, my first boyfriend got me into them back in like probably 2002 or 2003, and he burned me this CD, and then I went out and bought it on my own, which was an awesome decision on my part. So I've been a fan for them for a while. Just excellent power pop. They're like some of the originators of power pop, honestly. Like, they were influenced by the Beatles and Beach Boys, yes, but they have a sound of their own. And so if I had to pare it down to one, I guess I would choose #1 record, which I do have. The only bad thing about this is you guys see that right there. Boo. 4 men with beards. Stay away from them at all costs. Okay, next. I'm going to show, let's do this one, yeah. My precious Depeche Mode. You're probably saying, why are you choosing Ultra? I know, I did a ranking choosing Songs of Faith and Devotion as my number one. But lately, this is my number one. It's just been growing on me so much. Here's the track listing. I love Depeche Mode. Yeah, if you watch my top 20 video, they're my number 2 group of all time. I love this record, and plus, the third song on here, Home, that's what made me fall in love with them when I saw them in concert in 2006. So, Depeche Mode, I cannot live without them. So, that's Ultra. It's more of an electronic direction album for them from 97. And Alan Wilder left the group, I think in 94. So he's not on this. This is the first album without Alan Wilder, but it's still pretty fantastic. Okay. Neil Young live at Massey Hall. You see that poster right there? Yeah. Live at Massey Hall is probably my favorite live album of all time. Well, there's 2. The Who's Live at Leeds and Live at Massey Hall from Neil Young. I bought this when it first came out. This is a stripped down acoustic show from 1971. It sounds so good, so well recorded, and just choice songs on here, like Tell Me Why, Old Man, Helpless, Cowgirl in the Sand, Don't Let It Bring You Down, Needle and Damage Done, Ohio, Down by the River, I Am a Child. So, Neil Young live at Massey Hall. Okay, okay, next. I Need Harmonies, and the Beach Boys definitely cover that for me. So, let me cover up the Duophonic label on there, because when I posted this on Instagram, a bunch of people came out and said, that's a crappy pressing, you shouldn't even have bought that. Well, you know what? It sounds good, and this is an original. I'm happy with it, so don't even get me started. Track listing. Yeah, you'll recognize several songs on there. Epic album. A lot of people don't like this album from the Beach Boys. Some people think it's too depressing. It is Brian Wilson at his finest, in my opinion. And my favorite songs on here are God Only Knows, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, You Still Believe in Me, and Don't Talk, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Just wow. Wow. That's all I can say. This is essential for me. It's essential. All right, where am I? What am I? Who am I? All right. In Reverse, Matthew Sweet. I think I'm on number 9, right? So, I know this is kind of, many of you probably haven't even listened to this, and I urge you to sample it because, this is from 99. This is the album where he's probably the most influenced by Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. I can't stop listening to it. It's been my favorite for years. Matthew Sweet is also from Lincoln, Nebraska, which is an hour south of here. So I've always been a big fan of his. But if you haven't heard this, it is just power pop perfection, influenced by the Beach Boys. Just gorgeous harmonies, gorgeous melodies. If Time Permits, Beware My Love, Hide. Some of these songs rock too, like Split Personality and Faith in You. There's a little bit of something for everyone on here. And there's an epic song, the last song, Thunderstorm. It's like over 9 minutes. I don't think this has been reissued to vinyl yet. Once it's reissued to vinyl, I will be the first in line to buy it. I just think it's fantastic, outstanding, excellent, superb. What other adjective you can use to describe something that's really epic and good? All right. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. I mean, come on. Thank you, Robert NYC Guy Raised on Records, for sending me this. And if I didn't already give you a shout out for Ultra from Depeche Mode, you also sent me that, so thank you. I am a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, Billy Corgan fan. I can't live without this album. It means a lot to me. Chris and I saw them live last summer, and it was mind-blowing. So you'll recognize the songs Disarm, Cherub Rock, Today. Those are all great. I also love Mayonnaise, Rocket, Hummer. So many good tunes on there, but loved it since high school. Not really a big fan of the shiny cover on this reissue, but it's everything else about this reissue. It's well done. So that's it, you guys. Please leave me comments below. Like, give me your top 10. What would make your top 10 list if you had to pare your records down? It's really hard, I know. Or jump aboard and do a video response like so many others have. It's been a lot of fun watching the responses. So thank you, Darcy, for doing this. A lot of fun. Gives me a chance to talk about music, which I love to do. So my next video, I will be doing a finds video for February. I don't have a ton to show, but I want to show some music packages that I've received recently as well. You guys have been just incredibly generous. So thank you for that, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, you guys.